Hello, this is Soundout here, back in our DC Universe Classics review. Today we have the Mad Love 2-pack of Harley Quinn and the Joker, a Toys R Us exclusive that everyone wants. I was lucky enough to actually find this at my Toys R Us. It is $31.99, so keep that in mind, because it is two $16 figures, basically. So that is a slight discount, but this is fantastic. How this set came to be. There's another well, let me say this first. This set's packed one per case. There's a case of 4 2-packs shipping to Toys R Us stores. There's 3 2-packs that have Black Adam and Captain Marvel, which I'm not getting at this time because I want to get them with body parts. And then there's 1 Joker and Harley Quinn per case, and most stores only put out 1 case at a time. I was lucky. This was sitting in the back of the shelf, and I walked in and I was like, I have to get this even though the package is kind of messed up. And I'm really sad I'm going to have to open this. I really want the figures open, but I kind of want to hope I can find a second one someday, because this is a gorgeous packaging. Basically what this is that originally Harley Quinn was released in Wave 2 of DC Universe Classics, the Gorilla Grodd Wave. But her face was blue, which is incorrect. It had like blue paint on it, which was really weird. All the versions had that. It was intentional. I really don't know why they did that, because she's never had a blue face in the comic versions. She's had a slightly blue face in the animated series. Now we have a white face, finally, on Harley Quinn. And this Joker is in a black tuxedo as opposed to the purple one. And this was going to be a Toys R Us exclusive until they dropped it. It was going to be a single-carded figure, like the Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, and Nightwing they put out. He was going to be the 5th one, but Toys R Us didn't pick it up, so that got canceled until it came out in this pack. As you can see, you get all the accessories that the figures originally came with, as expected. The 2 figures are dancing. Joker and Harley Quinn are dancing. This is why I call them Wedding Joker. And there's all kinds of hearts around it. Isn't that cute? This is just beautiful. This is like, really, whoever designed this package deserves money. Like, they should get a bunch of money and a hug from every fan. This is the most brilliant package ever. I mean, this is just fantastic. It's otherwise standard DC Universe package. It's supposed to have the yellow flash in the back. It's got the red, which is really cool. On the back, you can see they have the 2 figures, the prototypes, actually. So Harley Quinn does have a blue face. See blue face there. I would buy those now. You've got the Clown Prince of Crime as Batman's deadliest enemy and most unpredictable foe. He is rumored to be a failed stand-up comedian turned petty criminal who fell into a vat of chemical waste while escaping from the scene of a crime. That would screw with your head a little bit. That incident turned his skin white and his hair green. Batman knows the Joker is mentally imbalanced, perhaps beyond help, which makes the end result of his actions that more deadly. First appearance, Spring 1940, Batman #1. Real name unknown. Occupation, professional criminal. Base of operations, Gotham City. Special abilities, homicidal maniac. Irrational compulsion to test self against Batman. Employs various weapons, often based on party gag items. Joker venom, toxic that stretches victim's face into Joker-like grin and causes death. So that's a very good bio. Here's Harley Quinn. An Arkham Asylum psychiatrist assigned to treat the Joker, Dr. Harleen Quinzel, was instead driven mad by the Clown Prince of Crime and helped him escape. Nearly as insane as the Joker himself, Harley Quinn is a violent and unpredictable felon who will do anything to prove her love and loyalty to the Joker, her pudding. First appearance, Harley Quinn #1, October 1999. Real name, Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Occupation, former psychiatrist, professional criminal. Base of operations, Gotham City. Special abilities, above average intelligence, strength and stamina, hand-to-hand combat skills, gymnastic skills, wicked sense of humor. This is very cool because Harley Quinn was the first female figure to ever come out in DC Universe Classics. Now, if the line is ending, it's nice that we got a re-release with the corrected face. This couldn't have come at a better time. So without further ado, let's get this open and look at this fantastic set. Alright, so we're starting with the Joker. Actually, we're doing 2 Jokers because I did get a request from Battle Brawler with the O for this Joker from Wave 10. and I'm reviewing this Joker from this 2-pack, and they're basically the same figure. To make this one a little bit more interesting, I'm doing both together. First off, let's take a look at the original one. The original Joker has the giant cackling face, which looks just fantastic. It's one of the best head sculpts ever done. He's got the big wide smile, he's got the green hair and green eyebrows, he's got the purple suit with the little flower. It's a very nice purple. It's a little dull on the camera. I'll try to fix that later. If I don't, please understand. The orange vest underneath, and the pinstriped pants, which are really cool, and down to his awesome little shoes. He does share a body mold with Gentleman Ghost, and so yeah. But as you can see, there is a cape plug on the back. That's because Gentleman Ghost has to plug his cape thing in here so he can have the whole hat deal. I should grab Gentleman Ghost. And I'm back with Gentleman Ghost. As you can see, Gentleman Ghost here from Wave 8 is using the same body mold for Joker. And he has all these cape bits, which you can see. Like, they have the still same overcoat with a different flower. Slightly modified from each other. But you see, he's still got the same tailcoat design, except his has a giant peg in it to hold his head on, his hat and all that on. So that's the reason for that. Anyways, he looks really cool. And articulation-wise, he's got standard DC Universe articulation. His head's a little limited going up, but I mean, he's got the standard articulation. You can't expect, too much. Okay, the waist joint is a little restricted. It's there, it just is really restricted. Moving on to Wedding Day Joker, as I like to call him, because he's in a black tuxedo. Anyways, basically the same figure, side by side here, you can see there. Basically the same figure, just painted in black and white colors. Same peg on the back. Nothing too different. I mean, it's basically the same paint scheme with black and white. His quality control time. Let's find out the quality control issues. The paint on this guy is a little messed up. If you wanted look, see how it's like, he looks like he's bleeding. Because there's like blood dripping from his nose, and his teeth have blood in between them. Is what it looks like. Like, this is a perfect paint scheme. This one's a little messed up. Especially when you turn it to the side there. It's a little messed up. This guy's leg does not want to go straight. See how it's kind of out to the side. This is straight. But overall, not too many quality control issues. His tie is crooked here. But yeah, so keep a lookout when you're buying this 2-pack. Make sure if you really like this Joker in this color scheme and you don't have this one, make sure you get a good faced one, because apparently that's a slight common problem. Plus, the ab crunch joint does not work on mine. It seems glued in place almost. It just won't move, while this is very loose. So take that as you will. Accessory wise, they come with basically the same accessories. You get a hammer that has a face on it, which is cool. You get a cane, which was slightly warped a little bit, but you get a cane. You get a hand of cards with a Joker on that side, and it's all painted on the back, which is really cool. You also get a laughing fish, because laughing fish are cool. And the Wave 10 Joker, if you bought the original release, did come with Imperiox's right leg. The 2-pack does not come with the right leg of Imperiox, but as you can see here, it's a leg. It does that. I have all of Imperiox, so if you want to see a review, just let me know. But yeah, this only came with the original release of the Wave 10 Joker, so keep that in mind. Holding accessories is really simple. As you can see, the Joker here can hold the hammer pretty well. The hands are sculpted just right. As you can see, he holds it well and he stands. Tuxedo, we're going to say, stay there. Wedding Day Joker can hold the cane, and he can hold the hammer too, but I like him holding the cane and a hand of cards, which his wrist should turn like that. Okay, his hands get a little mold issue, so it doesn't really hold the cards very well. So he gets to hold a laughing fish, which he doesn't hold that well either. So he's got a cane and a laughing fish. So they got the two Jokers. Now, recommendation time. I'm starting to label these things as like title cards. Anyway, as you can tell by this guy being closer to the camera, this is definitely the better Joker. This one just looks more classic because it's got the purple suit as opposed to the black suit. So I can definitely recommend this Joker. He's been re-released recently in Wave 16. He's had an all-star release, which is where I got mine. And I just bought a whole Imperiex, which I got the part. But yeah, if you want Imperiex's right leg, you're going to have to buy the original or find an Imperiex separate. And the Black Joker I can recommend because he comes in a 2-pack with this next figure. And now we have the star of this set, Harley Quinn. Harley! Anyways, my impersonations of Mark Hamill are horrible. Anyways, Harley Quinn was originally released in Wave 2, which was the Gorilla Grodd wave, and she came with his torso, because she's a smaller figure. And she was the first female figure of DC Universe Classics. So props there, Mattel. Now, there was one problem with this figure. The colors were a little dark on the original, and her face had blue highlights on it. It was very blue. That's not very good. In every comic that I've ever seen of Harley Quinn, she's always had a white face, and that's what we finally have here. I'm still looking for a Gorilla Grodd torso, but if I end up with a blue-faced Harley, I won't be too disappointed because this is actually a fantastic looking figure. Now, if I can focus, there we go, come on, yeah. As you can see, she is smiling, she is happy, she is with her puddin'. Now she's with her puddin'. Anyways, she tries to hit her with a hammer. Her face is just perfect. I mean, the sculpt is just right, and now that it's pure white, like it is here, I mean, that's just perfect. Considering it was one of the first figures released in the line, and it's finally getting its first re-release in this 2-pack, they corrected the face, and thank you so much for that, Mattel, because I would have been disappointed if it was still blue. Still would have got it, because I really wanted Harley Quinn, but, you know, still would have been disappointed. As you can see, she's got the pom-poms here, and here, and here, and here. Which are all individually detailed as if they're pom-poms, which is really cool. They got like texture to them. Go around to the back here. Everything looks perfect, aside from her waist being misaligned. Actually, yeah, the slight complaint is that around this area, sorry I'm touching you here, Harley, but oh well, it kind of gets misaligned with the tampograph. It's not really, it's painted on, but it's not very well done, I'd say, because it's not molded. So they did the best they could, but you can see some red leaking out because it's the black put over the red. But as you can see, I mean, look at these little cuffs. The little cuffs are perfect too. You can see you got the diamonds on the side and the diamonds down here, which is really cool. And you know, look at these boots. This is where I started to complain about DC Universe Wave 16 Robin, because he could have done the same thing. Because, well, let me show you. This Robin has these weird feet where there's a peg that goes into the foot and then it's supposed to bend. This makes it very breakable. Harley has very similar boots. Seriously, they should have like done something very similar, because yeah, you would have had a giant peg there, but it would have not been breakable. And this was Wave 2. This was Wave 16. You had 14 waves to even improve on the way these ankles look. And you didn't. You went with something stupid. My only really complaint with this Robin. But anyways, that's a different review for a different day when I don't have so much to review. Anyways, Harley is fantastic. Her articulation is the standard for a female figure, which I don't think I've reviewed. I've reviewed Superwoman, but that's like the only female figure I've done. But she's got all the articulation points. Nothing is hindered. Nothing is got any QC issues. Actually, there's not really any QC issues on this figure. She is just perfect. I luckily got the only one in the store, and it was the best one, probably. If they even had a second one, it's a mystery. She does come with accessories, just like Mr. J. So, she would get a hammer, which some say it's not as cool as the Joker's. I would have preferred some different color for these handle wraps. But she gets a mallet. It's not big enough. Luckily, I got a few of these now between all three Jokers. So I got the hammer, and you get her pop gun that was really made famous in the animated series. Which you can see there's like a fake string attached, and it's a big old gun that shoots corks. This is what I typically pose her with, and she holds it okay. I mean, the females are never good at holding things. I'm not being sexist, Mattel is. It's just the hand mold is not always the greatest, but she can hold it pretty well, and she can be like ready to bust up Batman or something. And posing her is a challenge sometimes. You can get her to hold this. It's not going to hold though at these wood parts very well, so you gotta get her to hold the grip. And then she doesn't hold it very well, which is my minor complaint with the figure. Okay, there we go. Overall, this Harley Quinn is just fantastic. Now that she's finally got her corrected face and colors, it's just a perfect figure. It's one of the best in the DC universe. The original version is probably one of the better looking ones, but kind of disappointing. This one's just perfect, and is the entire reason to get this set. Overall, this 2-pack is fantastic. Okay, this 2-pack is fantastic. This pairing is just amazing. Yeah, I like this Joker. He's cool looking, but really, I'm glad they gave us something different. But I mean, for an accessible rate, I mean, as a collector, I'm glad that they released him like this. If I was just a casual fan like I used to be, I would have preferred this. But this is okay too. But this 2-pack is only at Toys R Us and will cost you $32 and is worth it for Harley Quinn. She's just perfect. Now she's perfect. If you can track down a Gorilla Grodd, like you can track down Gorilla Grodd's torso, then you will have an easier time buying this set if you want Gorilla Grodd. But if you're a Batman fan, if you like Harley Quinn, get this set. This is a really nice set. If you see it at Toys R Us, I definitely recommend picking it up, as it is packed 1 per case with 3 Black Adam Shazam packs. Seriously, what's up with that ratio? It should have been 2 and 2. But anyways, definitely recommended. Totally recommended. This is the 2-pack to get for Batman fans. If you're a Batman fan and you like Harley Quinn, get this 2-pack. Get this Joker too, because he's awesome. Or repaint this one if you're cheap. Anyways, definitely recommended. Stay tuned for more DC Universe Classics reviews. I got a bunch on the way, and I think you guys will like them. And be sure to also check out WritersRangersRambles.com for geek news in the craziest way possible. Sign up for the Ram boards at WritersRangersRambles.com/forums to discuss everything. And till next time, saying goodbye.